Just big on coming at you a couple of days before Valentine's Day. And I just want to give you all a perfect idea for the perfect gift for Valentine's Day. And the perfect gift for Valentine's Day is no gifts at all. And I'll tell you what I mean. One, you shouldn't even be celebrating this holiday. I mean, if you took a moment to Google what it was actually about, you see you don't want any part of it. It has very little to do with love and romance. Go ahead and Google that. Two, I've always found it to be, how should I say it? Very unappreciative. I mean, it's like a highlight of how men don't appreciate women. And this is not going to be a men bashing type thing. It's more like a man reminder type thing. What I want to remind you is that she's special 365 days. And he is special 365 days for that matter. When I was on Facebook and just social media, I look at my friends and family and followers and what have you, and all year round, nothing. All I see is selfies. I see them going out to clubs, partying, selfies of new cars they brought themselves, houses, you name it, right? Selfie city. Here's me with my new this, here's me with my new that. And I don't see jack about their spouses. I know them personally. I know they have spouses. So where's the appreciation? But yet, let Valentine's Day come. Look, I got this hotel room for my woman, and look at the rose petals on the bed, which is an amateur move because if anybody ever made love with rose petals on the bed, they go everywhere. So, rose petals on the bed, and if anything, trail them to the bed and put something else on the bed. Trust me. Here's a bubble bath, and I'm going to massage some feet, buy some flowers, and I just got that memory where I can just remember throughout the year any given particular person what they put on their social media, and it had nothing to do with their spouse. Nothing. Didn't take them nowhere, didn't do anything, didn't buy him nothing. But now here's Valentine's Day, and So I say it's for amateurs because it's usually just to remind men. And the bigger the guy goes, usually the more neglectful he's been throughout the year. So my solution is very simple. Buy whatever you're going to get this, if you can afford it, within reason. But whatever you're going to do this Valentine's Day, this is what you should be doing every 4 to 7, maybe 10 days. Like every 10 days. If you're giving out massages and bubble baths, 7 days from Valentine's, give out the same massage. 10 days from Valentine's Day, rent the same hotel room. Put the same roses on the floor. It'll cost you a third as much, and you'll get even more appreciation from your spouse or significant other because they will know that it's just Tuesday and not you're going to be embarrassed if you don't get Valentine's Day gifts for me and my friends ask me, what did my man get me? And I can't say anything because he didn't get me anything. And now you're embarrassed knowing you didn't get her anything all year long. So now all of a sudden you want to put pictures up about you took her hair and did this. I'm not feeling that, bro. Not at all. And I'll give an example to prove my point. About 10 plus years ago, before my divorce, when I was married to my ex, I got off at 12-hour shift at 6 a.m. There's a local supermarket, and please feel free to do this yourself. There's a local supermarket up the street. I believe it's, I don't want to put no names out, Food Line. But I know for a fact that they had fresh flowers on a regular basis. And by regular, I mean every day. Fresh flowers. Cost nothing. Nothing. $9, $7, $4, nothing. I mean, you can literally reach into the coins in your cup holder in your car and go buy a bouquet of flowers from a supermarket. So anyway, I brought the flowers, a bouquet. I put them on the counter, and a guy was behind me, and the first thing he said to me, he's being friendly. He was like, "Hey, great minds think alike." And I looked at his setup, and obviously, he was making some breakfast, right? He had eggs and pancake mix and all this good stuff, like, right? Like, had to get syrup, everything. He didn't even know what was in the house. Anyway, that's another story. So, eggs, pancakes, breakfast, syrup, right? And he had a bouquet of flowers. So he was, he saw my flowers, saw his flowers, he was like, "Oh, great minds think alike." So I looked down at him, I was like, I doubt it. He just looked at me perplexed, like, "Huh?" So I said, "Let me guess, it's somebody's birthday? You're making breakfast in bed." It was early morning, it was like 6 and change, 6 a.m., 6:30. I said, "You're making breakfast in bed, it's somebody's birthday." He goes, "Oh, yeah. I said, "I'm buying these because it's Tuesday." You see the difference? This is a huge debate about love. Some people say it's a verb. Some people say it's a noun. Verb meaning something to do. So if you say you love someone, you're doing something. Some people say you can love someone without doing something. But they won't know about it. And they won't know how much you love them until you do something. I.e., tell them or give them gifts. Takes nothing, fellas. Takes nothing. Women, guys, girls, whatever your spousal situation is, it takes really nothing. And it hurts me, not hurts me, but it literally offends me as a hopeless romantic. The entire Valentine's Day holiday. Like I said, once you Google it and find out the history of this thing, it's so horrible. That argument alone to get you out of every Valentine's Day for the next infinity. And just make copy everything you see, you learn, and just give it to every girlfriend, wife, boyfriend, husband, you name it, you have. And that alone to get you out of Valentine's Day. If that's not enough, my thing is, like I said, I don't celebrate Valentine's Day. I don't. You can look at me as crazy as you want. I just don't. But what I do is I give out gifts, reminders. It's a conscious thing. It's not, I consciously remember it's been 2 weeks since I gave my significant other anything. I consciously remember that the last thing I gave my significant other was some flowers. So now I'm going to give her some candy. Now I'm just going to give her her favorite chips that are only in one store across town. I'm just going to zoom over there, get it, bring it to a surprise. Wonderful, thoughtful gesture. You do that every 10 to 7 days, and I promise you, when Valentine's Day come up next year, she won't even ask you what you're doing. It won't even be a question. This year, the classic, "Oh, what are we doing for Valentine's Day? Are we going anywhere?" Won't even ask you. Won't even think about it. One, she'll probably just assume since you already consider it, you'll celebrate that day. But then when you don't, she won't even skip a beat because she knows there's going to be something coming in the next 4, 3, 7, 5, 6 days. You get it? You have to be conscious of this. And being conscious of that will make you be conscious of everything else you should appreciate about your significant other. It just starts you on a road to appreciation. You know what I mean? And with that, I'm not going to say have a happy Valentine's Day. I'm going to say have a happy appreciating your woman, spouse, and significant other year. How about that? You guys take it easy. This has been Big Unc, your modern elder, which means I am as curious as I am wise. Please give me a call, 410-805-3242. If you have any questions you need solved, answered, let's do this together. Positivity and